Hi guys, we are back with another video and I'm here with my best friend Imogen, who you guys have seen on the vlog and who loves to feature in the vlog. So today we thought we would do a fun little best friend Q&A. We've got like a list of questions to go through and yeah, we're gonna get started. We've got a little drink of Prosecco to get us going. So the first question, and we were actually just chatting about this because I feel like we get asked this question all the time, is how did we meet? We're obviously both from England. Liverpool. Imogen's from Liverpool and I'm from London, but we both live here in Sydney and we actually randomly met on Facebook.
Yeah, and what people don't tell you is moving to Australia, making friends is the hardest thing ever. And they have a Facebook chat called, what is it, Sydney Girls Meet Up? And I had actually posted in it being like, hi, who wants to be friends with me? And I got like loads of responses from people, and then Millie actually messaged me and we went out for drinks, didn't we?
Yeah.
With a random group of people. We did go out for drinks.
Like
four of us.
And actually, I know there was 5 of us actually, because remember I came with that other girl?
Oh yeah, there was. And then we just went for some drinks and then that's how it started. But every time we tell the story, everyone's like, Facebook.
Everyone like pulls such a face and like, yeah, that's how we met.
It's
and
difficult.
Now she's my closest friend.
Yeah,
so it works. But funnily enough, actually, when we were out on this like first night out, I guess, like obviously it was our first time meeting you, and it's like dating basically, right? When you meet friends for the first time, you're like having to ask, I don't know, like getting to know you questions. And so it was me, Imogen, and 3 other girls, and we were out in a bar, and everyone was sort of like on the same level with like rounds of drinks, and then there was just this one girl there who I think maybe had like one
oh my god
who had one less drink than us, and it came to the bill and we're like, oh, should we just like split the bill? And she didn't want to split the bill, which like it's fine, whatever, but Imogen literally goes to her, I'll buy you a drink at the next place,
like to make up for it, because honestly it wasn't even like a normal bill where it's like espresso martini this much. It was like they'd calculated each of the alcohol, so it was like vodka, gin, and then it was the mixer, and I was like, I'm not sitting here with a calculator when I'm half pissed as it is trying to work out how much I need to pay you. I was like, I'll buy you a drink. She was like, no, because like that'll be less, like it's gonna be cheaper there. And it was just a lot, and I was like, God, this is just not going to go any further, to be honest.
Yeah, which is actually so interesting because that's of that conversation in itself is like such a hot topic with people like splitting the bill and things like that. And
it's fine to split the bill, like, you know, if we want to just, it's just easier, I suppose.
Yeah, it is easier. I think depending on the situation, like there's definitely been times that we've been out for meals with like big groups of people, and I think if everybody is getting like wildly different then just separate the bill out, whatever. But
we were all getting the same thing.
And you literally offered to buy her
I was like,
drink.
I'll buy you a drink in the next place. She
like,
couldn't
she
drink
like vodka, lemon,
soda. I was like, I will just do that for you. It's so much easier for me. And you know, when you've had a couple of drinks, it is hard. And we were literally sat there with the calculator, and one of the girls ended up just sorting it out for us. And then do you remember I had that boat party?
Yeah.
So that was so random. So basically, another girl, because I was just famous on the group on the Facebook page, another girl's like, oh, do you want to come to this boat party? And like, I would never, like, you've got to really put yourself out of your comfort zone in Australia, because it's something I would never do. And weirdly enough, Millie was there, and like, it's just fate really, wasn't it? It was just fate. And Millie was there, and it was so random. Like, I never would go to a boat party with, I didn't know anyone really apart from you, who I'd only met once, so it was quite strange. I'm just sat there like, yeah.
That is funny.
Yeah, Australia is a...
I had completely
Isn't it crazy? Yeah, and I don't even know, how did you know her? I don't even remember.
I don't even know how I knew her. Oh, do you know how I knew her? I went to a big brunch, that was it, yeah. With like 30 girls.
Yeah.
And I'm not friends with any of those 30 girls. But like, it was just like a huge group of people that didn't know anybody. So you obviously just like getting to know everyone and things like that. And that is how I met Rihanna. And I don't even think she lives here anymore. I think
I don't think she does.
As well. But I completely had forgotten about that.
Yeah, and she randomly invited me, and then the next minute you were there, and it was so bizarre. And I was just like, what are the chances? And then ever since then, like, we just kept doing little things here and there, didn't we?
And here we are, 4 years later.
4 years later. So yeah, that's our story.
Yeah, that is how we met. I don't know why everyone is always so curious as to how we met, because I don't know why, but we always get asked that question. There you go. What is the other person's best trait? I feel like so I'd already seen these questions, so I had time.
You had time to think of them.
But I reckon that one of your best traits is, I'd say that you're like very loyal.
Yeah,
I feel like you're all or nothing, and if you are there, you're going to be like 100% and give it everything you've got. And I think that that's a really good trait, and like not even just like in friendship, but like in every aspect.
Yeah, I think that's you as well, though. I think you're very much so like that.
But I think you're more so like that.
No. I think for you as well, though, I think it's like how like headstrong you are. I think that's a really good trait in you, and I feel like it really helps with friendship, because you know you can go for Millie for the best advice ever, like on anything, like saving this, yeah, very much so. But it's so helpful and like beneficial for like everyone around it. I think it's like a really good trait to have.
It is. It's hard though when you like put on the spot.
It's hard when you
put
on the spot and you're trying to think. You're like,
okay, what would your dream life be? If you could have anything in the world.
If you could have anything in the world, I would just like a house on the beach in Bondi or something, like with water views, getting up in the morning. I'd just love to not work as well. That would be unreal. Like no work. In fact, I'd do like a Pilates instructor. That sounds quite nice. Going to the beach, getting a coffee in the morning, going on holiday with my friends all the time.
It's so interesting when you think about like what your
dream life with it. I know it's a hard one though, isn't it?
Because then I also wonder, like, would you end up getting bored of your
dream
like
life?
What we think of now is like regular people with, you know, normal everyday lives. Would your dream end up becoming repetitive?
I think as well it would just be good. Like my dream life would have like all my friends and family in one country at one time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like that would just be ideal. Like all your friends you've gone to school with and like family that are back home. If everyone just lived in the same place, that would just be unreal.
That actually would be like a game changer.
Oh, it would. Like just for everything in life, like
it's definitely something you take for granted when you live.
Yeah, and like to be honest
home.
with you, like going home is just a waste of like a flight.
Annual leave, money, time.
Like as much as it's so nice to see everyone, you're literally just going home and to go to the same things. You're not seeing anything new. Yeah. If everyone just lived together, like selfishly, it'd just be beneficial for us all. Like,
and actually, also when you do go back home, I don't know if you felt like this, but it's not really a holiday for you. It's literally
it's
like doing
it's
the round.
stressful.
It's like from one person's house to the next house to the next house. Like, it's hard getting everybody in, and then people get annoyed when you don't have time to visit another place or another to try see everyone. It's stressful, very stressful. I don't know what I think my dream life would be. I would say having unlimited funds for sure, so you don't have to have a job, and I think doing something that would allow me to travel and see the world, because I really like going to new places and experiencing new cultures, and
that would be good actually, just being able to just like, you know, they say like money doesn't give you happiness. Like it does. I'm sorry, it does. Like you cannot tell me that money does not bring you happiness. Like I know that it would. If you were financially better off, you can do more things. Like I don't know. I think that I feel like there's a line. There's money obviously helps a ton. A lot of things, yeah.
But you can also have money and be depressed. However,
100%.
You're in a better position if you have money that can pay for housing, food, then, you know, and be depressed than you would be to have no housing, no food, no money to pay for anything and still be depressed. So I definitely think money helps, and money does bring aspects of happiness overall.
Yeah, 100%.
And obviously, of course, everybody would rather have money and be happy than not have money and be happy, right? So
100%.
Okay, after that we have, what's your love language?
I think mine is words of affirmation. In fact, I know it is. That's what I love words, but I need to be told I love you, you're amazing. I need that to make myself feel secure. I've
been thinking about this recently, and I feel like I like all of them.
I think there's I like physical touch as well. I think that is a big one. And acts of service, like I like people, like if Jamie's cleaned something, it really makes me feel nice. Like, oh, you've cleaned the table today, or you've done this. Like it is a
like that does it.
It's
for
like
you.
Like it's like they've actually thought about you, like that you were not to do that.
What is that?
Because there's acts of service, words of affirmation, physical touch. There's a gifts one.
What's the fifth one?
Oh,
I can't think of what the fifth one is.
Let's Google it.
Okay, so we just Googled the 5 ones are words of affirmation are quality time. That's what we were saying.
Quality time is a big one for me as well.
Receiving gifts, acts of service, and physical touch. And I feel like I have all of them.
I mean, look, I feel like you like them all. Like, I feel like gifts is just not for me. Like, I don't really care for a gift. I like cards, like something like that. But again, that's words of affirmation. Like, I like to be told it.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm like just a little bit of all of them. I don't know if acts of service really do it for me, but I think maybe words of affirmation, quality time, and
quality to get. I feel like them 3 are just like given, like you. Oh, I feel like you really do like.
But they're just like staples in a relationship, though, right? Yeah. Like you would just need all of those things. Okay, let's play Snog, Marry, Avoid. So pick 3.
Okay.
We'll pick 3 celebs for each other. Let me think of some.
I'm so bad at thinking of people, you know, I'm gonna have to Google some celebrities. Okay, I've got some.
Do you want to go first?
Okay.
Because I'm still trying to think of
Chris
some.
Hemsworth.
That was literally my first one that I was thinking of. Okay.
Zac Efron.
Okay.
And Ryan Reynolds.
Ooh. Marry Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds is the one with Blake Lively, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I always get confused between the different Ryans. I would marry him because I feel like, again, he would be the full package. Then...
Oh, I think this is easy.
Probably Snog, Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, avoid.
Zac
Efron just doesn't do it for me at all.
No.
Like, I don't know what it is. He never has done it for me. No, like,
not even in 17 again.
Like, he's fit, but I don't know. He's never been like, oh my god, like, Zac Efron, love you.
Okay, let's go for Tom Hardy. What was the other one? Tom Hardy, Channing Tatum, David Beckham.
Oh. I might have David Beckham did cheat though, and it really puts me off him, to be honest.
Has he cheated on?
Yeah, he cheated.
No way.
He cheated on it. I don't know whether he's a lot, but then he just seems so nice. So like,
and he seems like a good dad as well.
Yeah. Do you know what? Marry David Beckham because he is fit. I would avoid Channing Tatum.
He's going through a really nasty divorce at the moment where they're like fighting over loads of stuff.
Oh, yeah, get rid of him then. Don't need that. And Snog Tom Hardy.
Yeah, Tom Hardy's fit. Specifically Tom Hardy and Venom, I think. Have you seen that movie?
I haven't, no.
I would recommend. He looks very good in it, and it's a really good movie. It's really funny. Okay, next question. Dream job.
I just think like being like an influencer would be quite good.
It does seem like an easy life, right?
Like that, it's just a hate for me that I'd probably cry at any mean comments that I got, so I probably couldn't do that. I feel like being in the public eye would be difficult. I feel like I'd struggle with that. Do you know what? I'd want to be a singer. If I could pick anything in life, that would be what I'd pick.
That would be a good one. Do you know what I always think would be so much fun? Would be performing as a singer. Like getting to wear all of like the fun little outfits and like going on tour. And, I think it would be really fun, but like, I do think it would be fun initially.
What would you pick?
I feel like I'd love to just do something with travel for a living. I mean, I would love to be able to I'd basically like to do something where I can make money by not having to sit at a computer and, I don't know, do like traditional work, I guess. That would be like my aim. I'd also love to have, I guess it's not really a job, but like as a source of income, I would love to flip houses.
Oh, that would be so fun, yeah.
I feel like it's just like people make so much money from flipping houses. Obviously,
as well.
It's so rewarding. I feel like you would learn so much stuff. Like, have you ever watched The Block?
Yeah, I do love watching The Block.
I mean, they drag that out a bit, but if they condense that down a bit, like, I just feel like that'd be a great show to go on and like actually.
I just feel like I'd struggle, but then you get people on it who've no experience in it, and they do really well.
You just learn it, right? But like, say for example, like if you and Jamie's Imogen's fiance, if you guys went on, like he would actually
should have a bit of knowledge, Yeah, he's a pipe welder, so he welds things. He can weld our like staircase and everything.
But like he'd just know things.
Me, I wouldn't have an idea. Jamie actually loves interior design, and so he's obsessed with like getting things in. So
that's so funny. Whereas like Stephen and I would be absolutely useless because he Can't do anything. And anytime something goes wrong in our house, we call either his cousin or one of his best friends to come and help us.
That's
you know,
like
like
my dad,
we'll call their dads.
Yeah,
Like,
no, but my dad is
literally
the
call Steven's
worst.
cousin.
My dad doesn't even know anything, even growing up. Like, my mum's like, why don't you know, like, the basics of things? Like you're a man, you should know this. Like, you should know how to fix this. We shouldn't have to call someone. Yeah.
Especially as well, actually, because Steven's dad is handy and, like, knows those things. And, Steven knows nothing. Like, actually nothing. Okay, this is a really random question. Would you rather have smelly feet or bad breath?
Smelly feet, I feel like you could lock them in a bit.
Smelly feet.
You could get smell absorbing stocks or something. And imagine bad breath, not wings and bad breath.
It's awful.
You couldn't even kiss or anything. Like, no.
It would be so bad. Okay, if you had to choose to go on a reality TV show, which show would you choose?
Ooh. Well, talking about something like The Block would be good. Something like Love Island just now, I think I'd just like cry every night because I'd just be so in love with someone in about 2 seconds and then they get taken off me and I'd just like, no. Big Brother I always thought would be quite good to go into.
Big Brother would be funny.
I don't know, reality TV is just hard because if you just hated, you're hated, aren't you?
Yeah, and obviously like you have no idea what perception, like Love Island in the UK has just started again and one of the girls is getting like so much grief.
Oh, that Harriet girl, yeah.
Did you end up watching
I've watched
it?
a bit of it. Yeah. I did watch 2 episodes, so I've seen a bit of it.
It's getting a bit, I'd actually kind of recommend
it's starting to get a bit good.
You just needed the drama.
And I feel like as well though, Love Island used to be such a big thing. Like people were just going on it to obviously like get an influence, like become an influencer pretty much because they were getting such a big, but nowadays it's not as big, is it? No one really watches it. Like back in the day, it used to be like, oh my god, Love Island starts, like everyone would be watching it. But now it's a bit like you watching it, not really. Like can't really be arsed.
Like it's a big commitment, but I think with things like that as well, you really are putting yourself in the face of being criticised. But I think the block would be
good because I feel like, you know, you're really gonna get hated off because you did something a bit wrong. I mean, some people do get they love to stay the part, don't they? I think that's what it is, and you're always there for the cameras. You've got to do it.
I feel like Love Island, if you were single, could be like a really fun experience. But I also think how embarrassing if like you go on and then like you're the first person to go. Like
I know. Like, or like what if no one just no one liked you?
That would be such a hit to your self-esteem. I think if no one was interested.
I'd just cry. I just couldn't. My self-esteem couldn't take that. I'd be like, no. And being in a bikini all day, I just don't know. Just couldn't be bothered.
You've got to have a certain type of character, I think, to be able to be on a show like that and take
that amount
just
of
like 24/7.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the block would be really good.
That would be good.
That actually hadn't come to my mind before, but I think that would actually be a fun show.
Yeah.
Or something like Survivor. I feel like I would love to do something like that.
I'd be shocking, but I'd love to see ours cope. I would cry like a baby, but it would be funny. Yeah, something like that. Oh, I'm a celebrity, even though I'm not. I'm a celebrity. No, sorry. What is it? I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. Even though I'm not a celebrity, I just would love to do that.
I always think that one, but I would never want to do any of the eating trials.
No, the eating does put me off.
Because that would terrify
me. The only thing that scares me, like I feel like I could put me in a cage of anything, but if you put me in a cage of rats and mice...
But what if like, I'd just be scared that one of them would bite you?
I just don't like mice and rats, they just disgust it. I don't even care about spiders, snakes, any of that, like put me in with it, that'd be fine. I mean, look, it wouldn't be, but if you put me in with a rat... or a mouse, I would honest to God cry my eyes out.
Or even I would be terrified of like, do you know the little bugs that they put in, like one of those like going up your nose?
Yeah, to be fair, that's like
that. That gives me the heebie-jeebies. Next question is, what would your dream car be?
Oh yeah, car. Do you know what I always wanted since growing up? And like, I don't know whether I'd get one because I never see them, but I always wanted a beetle. And I always wanted a green beetle.
Like green what beetle. Type of green?
Like the green, it's not even a nice green. It was like a limey green. I don't know why I wanted it, but I always used to see them. I was like,
a retro-y kind of.
Yeah, I always just wanted one.
That's not what I thought was going to come out of
it would be nice to have like a Tesla or something like that.
Do you know, I don't even like the Tesla.
I don't think they look nice, but the interior is nice. I do like the screen and everything.
And they're very like high tech, which is cool. But
I
think my dream car would be I'd like a G-Wagon. Like
actually,
basic girl.
Yeah, to be fair, that would be nice.
I always used to say my dream car would be a Lamborghini Aventador, which is the ones where it's like the doors go up and not out. I really like those, but practicality of having a car.
I know, and it's like when we have kids eventually, like, I hate driving anyway. I've literally only just got my licence, guys, and I'm 25, and I would never recommend it to anyone. And I've been driving for the last 2 weeks, and I actually hate it. It's so stressful. I feel like I just get beeped 24/7, like I'm obviously doing the wrong thing.
No, it's
and people
not
do you know what I said to Jamie? I said, do you know what? I've never experienced, like, you know the way that people are so angry on the road? Like, I've never experienced anger towards me like I experienced driving.
But
I've never had that before.
Yeah.
Jamie was like, just give them the middle finger, what are they going to do? Like, I think it's the best comeback. And I'm like, yeah, but I probably have done something. Like, but I've got P plates on, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm a new driver.
Sometimes I feel like people will pick on you because you're a P plate.
Yeah, and like, just the other day, one of the guys was honestly so rude to me, and I was just like looking at him like, is it really worth that amount of anger you're giving me right now? No.
Sometimes I just, like, if anyone ever does that, I feel like sometimes the best thing to do is just, like, pretend you can't even see them.
Oh, yeah, and then you like stop at the lights and the next and you just don't want to look. Because they're probably staring at you and they're looking at you like, oh, nah.
That's funny. I always remember this one time with work, I had to drive home this, like, big truck. Basically, I said truck, it was like a big white van. And I remember driving along, like, busy streets of Manchester, and I'd get stopped at traffic lights and people would sort of look in the van and then sort of, like, double look, because obviously I must have been, like, 19 or 20 at this point in time. You just don't expect
a
20-year-old
driving
to be
it
in this big giant van. And everyone would just laugh at me. But yeah, I hate to drive. My car's currently broken as well, but I do not like to drive. So yeah, I would like a nice big G-Wagon that I don't drive anywhere.
Yeah.
Final question. If you won $1 million today, what would you do with it? I always think $1 million.
I always think property, but $1 million isn't a lot.
$1 million doesn't even buy you.
You wouldn't even get
a one-bedroom place
like,
in Sydney.
But then I just think, like, would that be sensible? Because just putting it towards something, because I feel like property does just like increase in price. Like, I feel like you've got to put it in something, or like put it into something that's going to make more money from it. Because I feel like $1 million, like, honestly, it's just not a lot of money.
It's actually not. Like, obviously it is a lot of money, but at the same time it's
but
not.
I always just, even back home when you like win like Jamie's uncle actually won £1 million back home a couple of years ago now, and I just thought, like, obviously it's amazing because, like, Liverpool, like, everything's cheap, like, it's a lot cheaper, and he got a lot with his money. But it's funny because obviously they have a meeting with you and they say you've got to invest, you should, like, not be sensible with your money pretty much, and like put it into property, or like put it into an account, or do this. You shouldn't just spend it all. But it's like, it's not that much. Like, it's not life back home, it's life changing. You could put money into like a house in Liverpool. Like, you could get something decent, really nice house for £1 million.
Yeah,
you could get something nice. But then you think it's like, over here $1 million is like, what, £500,000?
It's like a one-bed apartment in Sydney. Will you get with $1 million?
It's just not a lot.
It doesn't actually go that far, basically, here. But I do think property would obviously be a wise thing to do. I think even if you were to just take like 500,000 of it and put that in a house deposit, that would give you like a very good head start. And then with the other 500, I don't know, like invest.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like quite a boring answer, just being like, oh, invest. But financially, that is like the sensible move. Like, if the question was like 100 million, then you've got fun money, right? Because then you can buy all of your investment stuff to set you up for life and still have fun. But yeah, $1 million is a tricky amount. Oh,
I've got something for Millie to open.
Oh,
open this first.
I feel like I'm gonna cry.
Open this first.
Oh, Imogen. Don't, because I actually hate getting emotional.
It's very exciting.
Oh my god, get out of there.
Yay! I was like to Jamie, what if she says no? What if she says no? Yay! Oh, stop it! I've literally been thinking about it all day, and I was like, I need a good moment. And then I was like, oh, we should film a YouTube video. Like, in my head I was like, we need to film a video or something, it'll be good, like.
In case you guys want to know why I'm crying. Oh, will that focus? It might not pick up the colour of the writing, but basically Imogen's just asked if I'll be her maid of honour.
I could not have you. I love you so much. You're my bestie over here, and I could not have you. I couldn't not have you be my maid of honour.
Oh, I hate crying so much. But yeah, obviously.
Yay! It's so exciting.
What a way to end a video like
I know.
this.
I was like, great, I need to do this.
Because I was literally just like out of the blue. So Imogen texted me like, oh yeah, it'll be so much fun if we film a video. And actually this weekend I was thinking of filming just like a weekend vlog basically. And then God, I feel like I slept. I got all nasally from crying. And then I was like, oh, I can't really be bothered to film like a weekend vlog. And I was like, oh, why don't we film like a Q&A? Best friend Q&A. And what perfect timing.
I know, as soon as she said that, because at first I was a bit like to Jamie, I just don't know if it's the right moment. And then I was like, no, do you know what? I feel it. And then as soon as she said the best friend Q&A, I was like, oh my God, that's perfect. I was like, I've got to do it now. I was like, that's the moment. Like, I've had the stuff. I was like, I need to do it.
I also love this.
Isn't it cute?
I literally was saying, so to Imogen a second ago, Jamie's got like a photo up on their shelf with like all of his family, where it's like one of these, I don't know what you'd call it, like a graphic, I guess. And I was saying, like, I love them so much.
It's so cute, isn't it?
So is this the colour that you're
going to choose? I don't know. I do like that colour. I like the greens. I'm not sure yet though.
Oh, can I open this?
Yeah, open it. It's not a much, like, but I just didn't. I was like, I was literally like on TikTok saying like, what do I put in a box?
Oh, I love it so much. I'm so excited to be your makeup.
I know. We were literally talking before about like hen do's and everything, and I was just like, oh, I don't know what to do.
You were like trying to bite your tongue.
I know. I was like, do I do it now? And I was like, no, let's just wait. I'm so excited.
Oh my God, I love you so much.
Oh, I love you too. I was laughing because Jamie, as soon as he found that we booked our wedding venue, he like literally asked his best man like the next day, and I was like, God, you're quite keen, aren't you? I was like, God.
Especially because at first Jamie was the one that was like, yeah, like wedding planning's a future thing.
Yeah.
You don't need to think about it right now.
And then the next thing he's like, yeah, I've asked my best man already. I was like, oh, okay, well I best get a move on then. And I was like, right, okay.
Oh my God. What a good end to the video.
What a great end.
Anyway guys, on that note, I need to stop crying. So we're going to end the video here, but thank you so much for watching. And now, in the upcoming
we can do
year or
plan
so,
for a wedding.
We're going to have so much wedding content. I'm so excited to be your maid of honor.
So exciting.
Anyway guys, thank you for watching, and
you.
we'll see you again soon.